Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and as promised, I have finally gotten to the event breakdown for the Path of Spring event that is featuring the 5-star blessing that you see right there for Razelvarg in honor of the Razelvarg fusion coming to a close. There's an opportunity to earn this, so what we're going to do is break down the different ways to acquire points for this, the optimal path to take, and if I think it is worth it, and for who it might be worth it, and everything kind of involving the opportunity here after the Razelvarg fusion to get after a 5-star blessing via the Path of Spring event. Well, let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, the way you are going to be getting after this event for the next few days, you can see right here, I just did a Dragon Stage 10 on hard mode, and we got the 26 egg coins right here. These egg coins are what you're going to be needing to acquire to get after acquiring the different resources that are up for grabs and going down the different path objectives to be able to unlock that 5-star blessing. You can get really bad luck like I got right here and get a 5-star rare, which is only going to be 26 points, or you can go all the way up to like a 6-star mythical, which is like 64 points or something. So a pretty decent amount of range there based on the RNG of the content you're running. And you can also run the campaign if you're looking to level up some champions and work on some champion training type stuff. You just have to acquire artifacts via the campaign or dungeon runs like you see right here. And you can obviously see all of this by going into the Path of Spring event and pulling this up right here. Well, it will break down the different point totals where you can see the range of 8 to 64 based on getting artifacts and accessories. You can do the spider as well because accessories do count on this chart here. And then also pulling shards can get you some points as well. So if you're YOLOing for the Gyorgid 10x or something, you're pulling a bunch of voids this weekend, that would contribute towards getting enough points to go down the optimal path. Now, it's not just the Razelvarg blessing that's up for grabs. There is some other decent stuff. You have an Immortal Soulstone, and you also have 500 Eternal Soul Coin Essence now, which is basically half of an Eternal Soulstone. Eternal Soulstones are very hard to get. They're like the sacred shard for blessings. So that's actually a pretty solid reward. I would probably choose that one. Going down the middle path, I would take your Immortal and I would take the half of an Eternal Soulstone right here on your way to the Razelvarg blessing right here as the 5-star. Now, you can't just go straight down the middle because right here in the path, there is unlock previous rewards first. So you're going to need a key to unlock this path. And you can go either to the left or the right. The left side is a little bit cheaper. You can see like right here, it's 2,000 versus 3,000 and then 5,000 versus 8,000. It ends up being just a little bit cheaper to go down this left side. And going down that left side is going to be this stuff right here. You're going to take them in that order, and it is going to be 23,000 egg coins. That's what it's going to cost you to get down that left side and then unlock the path towards the middle, which would look something like this. Once you have your key in hand and you've done the 23,000 points to go down that far left side, then you can start going down the middle and probably go down that path. You'll have to start on kind of that void section because you went down the left side, and then you'll hit the Immortal Stone right there, and then take that half of an Eternal Soul Stone right there, and then you get the 50,000 for the Razelvarg blessing, and then this will be the order that you do those right there, and that means that plus all of those, the 73k for that, and then going down the other side, you will end up at 96,000 egg coins total to go ahead and complete the path enough to get the 5-star Razelvarg reward for the blessing. And I do also have a section in here breaking down what you can expect for point totals when running for getting egg coins. And I'm guessing it's going to be about 10 egg coins per run if you're doing the campaign. Remember, you won't get an artifact every single run. Sometimes you get an uncommon champion, or you get a rare champion, or you get mystery shards and all of that. So you have to factor that in, that it's not going to be consistent acquisition of points. And then also for the dungeons, you can expect to get about 35 points per run, which is exactly what happened to me today. I made sure to keep track so I could test for this video and let you know how things went for me personally as like a sample size. Which, as you can see right here, I have got 1695 right above my camera square here, 1695 egg coins, and it took me 49 runs of Dragon Hard 10 to get those points. So 1695 divided by 49 Dragon runs, and you can see it is just over 34. It's not going to focus very well for me, but about 35 points per run exactly. So you can expect to be somewhere between like 30 and 40, depending on the content you're doing and your RNG on getting good artifacts to drop and all of that. But over the course of a large sample size, you're going to be somewhere in the 30s in terms of points or egg coins in this event's case per dungeon run, as long as you're doing like at least stage 20 of the dungeons. And I think there's actually, I need to redo the math on this, but I think there's actually some lower stages, like stage 11 or something. I think there is some of those stages down below that can be efficient as well for point acquisition. But usually you want to, like, if you're an endgame player, obviously if you're a beginner, just do whatever stage you can. But if you're an endgame player, you typically want to do at least level 20 because you can get the 6-star artifacts there. So you want to, like, the mid game, at least level 20 of the normal dungeons. And then if you can do Dragon and 10 on hard, you get the bonus chance for acquiring the mythical, so you can do that. That's what I did. Dragon at 10 hard, and I'm on pace at about 35 points per run. So then what I went ahead and did was kind of plug this in relation to our offer calculator that we have on the website. And what it comes out to be is you're probably going to expect somewhere between $150 and $225 worth of energy. Now that's based on Plarium pack value, if they were in packs and all of that. And then I also did the shards right here. So if you were going to complete the event with just mystery shards, it would cost you about 10,667 and then 534 ancients, which by the same metric, according to the offer calculator, would be $640, or 88 void shards at 220, or 22 sacreds at 440. Now, what this ends up meaning is that the route typically best in terms of value, like pack value in game, is probably going to be to just use this as a good opportunity to dungeon grind. Right now, you're actually getting a little bit of bonus value by grinding the dragon because you have a tournament that's live for it. You have the Dungeon Divers event, and you've got the 3x speed event going on. You are 27% to get a speed piece right now for running the dragon. So a pretty good time to grind during that anyway. And then if you are at least like an upper mid tier or high spender type player, probably a good opportunity for you to slam a bunch of resources into the dragon, try to get a good mythical speed piece, and then also double dip by getting half of an Eternal Soul Stone and also scooping up the Razelvarg blessing for your new Razelvarg that you just finished if you went for the fusion. But I also talk about down here, down below, that there is also a 10x going on for Gjorgid the Breaker. So some of those high tier spenders may be wanting to YOLO the 88 voids to get a chance for Gjorgid, and then on the way, they will accumulate enough points to also scoop up the blessing for Razelvarg. And it's important to note that there is no RNG on shards. You just pull them for a flat amount of points. It's not like bonus points for getting legendary or anything like that. You pull the shards, you get the points, and these totals that are right here will be exactly representative of how many it will take every single one of you. There is no RNG. So yeah, all in all, I think it is a very, very expensive event. It's going to cost 96,000 egg coins to be able to get that blessing, which is definitely going to be a ton. And for anybody who's free to play or in the lower tiers of spending, or is like still a beginner or in the progression phase of their account, not really going to be a realistic event for you to complete. I would just focus on doing your dailies, do your normal stuff, and scoop up whatever bonus rewards you can on the side. Don't stress yourself. Don't worry about it too much. But for anybody that's like on the upper tier of spending, or even like upper mid tier, but they're end game and they have a decent amount of resources saved up, maybe consider slamming a bunch of energy into the dragon to try and double dip a little bit. It is going to take a lot, but you are going to get some rewards on the way, and it's a good time to grind the dragon anyway. If there wasn't a 3x speed event going on right now, my attitude would be a little bit different for the upper mid-tier players. But I think with that going on, not a bad time to slam it in there and get after some of the bonus res and a chance to get hopefully a few good speed pieces on your account, hopefully that are mythical. It's going to be the best time you get for a while to acquire some mythical speed pieces for sure. So if I had to guess, I would say this event probably is something, like what percentage of the player base will actually acquire the Razelvarg blessing? Probably somewhere around like 5% of the player base. I think for 5 to 10% of accounts out there, it'll make sense to go for it. But for the other 85, 90, 95% of players, don't feel bad. It is a super expensive account. Just have fun with it. Play the game. You're all at different stages and you're all in different spending tiers. For some of you, it's going to be a horrible event. For some of you, it might make sense. Definitely let me know down below where you stand and what your plan is for grinding this. And if you have a different perspective to share, I always enjoy reading through the comment section and seeing how all of you feel as well. So that will do it for this breakdown here of the Path of Spring event that features the Razer blessing. The article that you saw me talking about in this video, I will link to down below if you would like to pull up the text version of this breakdown that I talked about here in the video. But yeah, remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.